Hiya, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled, the game that teaches us that... I don't know, something about Noche. He is my new favorite. Right behind Merowyn. And not because Merowyn's a stalker, but because he's adorable. But Noche is love, Noche is life. Noche can sing 3 octaves lower than the brown note, which is the lowest possible note. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Trying to start an organized religion about Noche. With 2 narrating the whole time, it's been awkwardly quiet. I presume this is the norm. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it a bit. The way Noche has a firm group. No, I'm trying to start an organized religion about him. I would like to start an organized religion about Noche. Oh no. At least she sometimes pipes up with an interesting factor just to ask how I am. Noche doesn't say much, but that's to be expected. Fortunately, it seems we've arrived somewhere interesting. Oh, let's show Tiny the storage room over here. We should check the safety exits anyway. You know how they just stack stuff in front of those doors. Fine. Just don't touch anything. I give him a thumbs up, but he doesn't even care to look. Right in here. Yes, Noche is the pitbull. Oh wow, it's like a whole warehouse. They even have cargo vehicles too. This is quite the operation. Honest, and that's okay. That's okay, Amethyst. Yeah, that's okay. Also, oh no, Damien, oh no. They even have cargo vehicles too. This is quite the operation. Well, what do you think? This is where incoming and outgoing packages are sorted. Security doesn't really have to do much in terms of actually packaging anything. But we have to sign off on anything that could be deemed hazardous. And, well, like I said earlier, the team here has a bad habit of misplacing boxes in front of fire exits. So we like to stop by every once in a while to check in. Feel free to walk around and see what there is. Watch out for the tri-lifts, though. Wouldn't want you getting squished now, would we? And don't touch anything. He knows, big guy. Come on, let's go get this out of the way and we can grab lunch. He seems upset about being cut off, but he sighs and capitulates. We'll be right back. Okay, I'll actually be right back.
Oh, it's Maruk's maid.
No, it's not. I'm right back. We'll be right back. Sure, big warehouse. Probably full of carrion that would just love to see humans just walking around. Yes, Q is a girl. Not creepy at all. It's fine, I'm sure everyone read the message that was sent out this morning. And if they didn't, I'm sure everyone's been talking about me. I get a headache on my usual routine and pick a corner to pace in. I'm not too far from the door, so if they come back, I'd be able to see them. But this way, I feel like I won't get seen either. After this morning, I'm really not in the mood for that. I wonder if... is that the sound those tri-lifts make? I figured they'd sound more like little cars. Curious, I head around some boxes and move towards that sound. I see it after a few whiles, and there's one of those lifts. I guess it just sounds weird. I mean, there's no reason it should sound like... Wait. It's not moving. Now, I'm not thirsting for Tew. I'm thirsting for Noche. And Merowyn. Wait, it's not moving. I don't even think it's on. Is someone else making that sound? Heading closer, I see a faint orange glow dancing over the controls of the lift. And it's getting brighter. Carefully walking towards the sound, I hear its thrum like a heartbeat. The faint light isn't getting any closer now. It must have stopped whatever it is. Is this really a good idea? Surely it's just some engineer working on this lift, right? Fuck, maybe I should just... The light is gone. Looking around frantically, I managed to spot it coming off of one of the far boxes in the room. This is too weird. I should really head back. Why am I still walking towards it? Curiosity killed the... human, I guess. The thrumming echoes off the next aisle. I can tell it's fading. Darting forwards, I follow the light dancing between the shelves and off of the spotless floor. It's a sickly faint orange color. Facing the corner, I stop myself by grabbing a box. It was a terrible idea. Now the whole row is falling with me. Oh, fuck! I bounce off the shelf, banging my shin on the way down, only to barely catch myself on the cold floor. Shit! The blinding white pain momentarily overpowers the dark veil. Quickly grabbing my leg, I scan the floor in front of me, looking for anything. But there's nothing but an orange glow. Looking up, I see... Hi! How are you? You know, it would be really great if you could just not be around us. You're giving me Half-Life 2 Manhack vibes. That's totally not a Half-Life 2 Manhack. I scramble backwards, stunned by whatever the hell this thing is. Is this... hello? I managed to prop myself up against the shelf, being sure not to knock any more boxes over, as the pain slowly dulls. The thing in front of me is gently floating in place, the thrumming noise clearly coming from whatever it is. Can you, understand me? I give it a short wave and it floats a few inches closer. I almost stumble back again. Was it scanning the packages? Or maybe, like, checking for something? Leaning back and forth, I can definitely see now that some kind of eye is following me. Well, this was a mistake. I mean, the robot's pretty cool, but now I kind of feel like I'm just in the way. Turning around to hobble back to the corner, I see the tube, or whatever it is, floating behind me. No, you gotta get back to, what you were doing. I swear it cocks its head at me, as if it can just barely understand what I'm saying, but it doesn't fully grasp it. I point to the boxes I knocked over. Sorry about this. Can you clean these up? Continue on your scans? Alright, follow me, see if I care. Extremely nervous, I start limping back to the door, hoping that it didn't cause too much of a mess. Shit, I really should clean up after myself. Maybe I can go back... Ah! Turning around, I come face to face with the bright orange eye of the robot, only a few inches from my head. What the... Sitting up, it seems I fell on some empty boxes this time. I guess that's a bit luckier, but where did that... Hey! I told you not to touch anything! Oh, fuck! A massive paw grabs my arm and lifts me up as if I were nothing. I've struggled to keep my head straight as I'm jostled around. Put me down! No, Jay! Quit it! My arm feels like it's going to be torn out of its socket. His grip tightens with the order. I know he doesn't want to do it. Fortunately for me, his training comes through and he drops me. It's a few inches, but it feels like I tumbled down the stairs. We pissed off Noche! What in the void happened here, Tiny? Are you okay? Tiu rushes over and helps keep me steady while guiding me to the nearest bench. Here, take a sit. Are you alright? Do you need anything? I need... Fuck, right, my mind is spinning. Between the pain and everything that just happened in the past minute, I can barely think straight. A dull thrum echoes through my leg, and I realize that that's probably the most important thing to deal with right now. I point to my leg, and I think she can read my expression all too well, as she reaches down and starts inspecting it. Well, shit, Tiny, did Noche do this? I didn't think he dropped you that hard. Wincing, I give her a thumbs down. I guess maybe we shouldn't have left you alone like that. You went and got yourself all banged up. I told you this would happen. Oh, shush you. Don't think you're off the hook for shaking them around like that. Can you make yourself useful and go grab the first aid kit from the office here? fine. Reluctantly, he lumbers off. Well, I don't know much about alien biology or nothing, Tiny. But I think you'll probably live through this. What had y'all spooked, though? Was it Noche, or did you just trip and hurt yourself? I try to find some way to gesture it to her, or some way to explain it through the pain and language barrier, but I can't. And I think she knows it too. Shit. Sorry. Complicated questions ain't gonna do either of us no good right now. Well, here. After gently placing my leg down, she sits on the bench next to me, kicking her legs. Once we get you all patched up, we can take it slow. We got our lunch break coming up soon anyways, so you can just sit during that. Don't worry, you'll heal up real fine. If I weren't so disoriented already, I might think she's laying on the care a bit thick. I'll just chalk it up to her being surprisingly kind, if not still a bit threatening. Noche slumps back over and tosses her a brightly colored green box that she snatches up and tears open. Quickly whipping out some gauze, she bandages my leg and rolls my pant leg back down. Here, wanna see how it feels? I timidly take her extended paw, letting her pull me to my feet. Of course, in typical Karen fashion, she pulls way too hard and I almost stumble into her. But it gets me up at least. It still hurts, but the pain is dulling and I don't think there was much blood, if any. She meets my weak thumbs up with a polite smile. Well, we can walk slowly for the rest of the shift. And if you ever need any help, just lean on me, or... just lean on me, okay? Aww. But I wanted to lean on our Lord and Savior Noche. Noche don't trust us, but he's God. Just lean on me, okay? I nod and she makes her way to the door leading us out. I stumble behind her, taking one last look through the room. I see nothing but boxes and empty shelves, no sign of that weird robot. I'll have to ask Maruk about it later. A few marks later, and after a well-deserved lunch break, we continue along our endless march. Tew stops a few times to help some stragglers, but otherwise it's pretty quiet down on these floors. Finally, I hear faint buzzing and Tew pulls out her monitor. She smiles and types up a fairly long reply before returning to me. Well, Maruk got tired doing paperwork, so if you want to head back, we can take you there. Our shift is almost up anyway, so it's no problem. I nod and she starts leading me down a separate hallway before a voice calls out from behind us. Tew, I'm going to close out. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, okay, Noche. Bye! She energetically waves goodbye only to receive a half-assed send-off from her coworker. No! Not Noche! After hopping into one of the elevators, I can see Tew is tensed up and is tapping her foot again. Cautiously, I take a glimpse over only to see that she seems pretty beat up. Something happened, or is she just that upset about Noche leaving us? I should see if... Hey, Tucker? Good work today. You kept pace and assisted on your first shift, so, yeah. I tilt my head and give her a confused look. I have a feeling that's not all she has to say. I'm really sorry for, pinning you against the wall a bit back there. During lunch, I had some time to reread the message the captain sent us again, and, well, I don't know. Now I feel like a million things could be said on it, and most probably have. But, thank you for being here. As my expression only becomes more confused, she elaborates. Well, like, it's change! Change for you, for Maruk, for us, for everyone! That's always a good thing. Well, almost always. Ugh, you get it. I'm just glad to have you on the team, and I know Maruk is too. Even if he's too scared to show it. Just keep it up, Tiny. I know I can't. I know it can't be easy being here, but you'll figure it out. And hey, if you ever need anything, just message me. I can get to Maruk's room in 13 minutes flat. That last remark felt more like a threat than anything, but I know she meant it well. With a wistful smile on my face, I raise my arm to reply, only for the elevator doors to open as we arrive back on the upper floors. I know, it's so cute. Distracted by our arrival, Tew heads out, prompting me to follow behind. But please stay in contact, yeah? Again, I go to respond before realizing I can just test my monitor. Reaching into my pocket, I pull it out and find her new contact, and... How did she... There are flower emoticons next to her contact name! I'll have to ask how she did that another time. Tucker, I'll keep in touch. I hope we can work together again soon. And send. Putting my phone away, I wait as she pulls her monitor out. She seems almost giddy with anticipation as she waits for the text. Hear a faint buzz and she quickly scans the message. Oh, great! Glad to hear it. Well, I'm glad this is all working out well and good. It's real nice that they showed up in Corraine, though. I was worried I was going to have to learn to read Alien. Yeah, that is good. Wait, what? Whoa, you good there, Tiny? Frantically, I message again. You mean I could have just been texting you all day instead? Oh, I guess so. Ha, funny how that works, ain't it? I sigh and put my phone away. She really rolls with the punches, huh? Here's someone who is, decidedly, not in such high spirits. Lieutenant Saris, sir. Tiu jumps to attention as I slump behind her. Alright, none of that. You know how I feel about all that proper shit. And that's why I do it, sir. With an extra emphasis on the sir, Maruk just rolls his eyes and leans up against the wall. Well, thanks for taking care of Tucker here today. Did everything go alright? You fuck with him? Only a little. But, everything went pretty good. Departures needs to get their shit together. The place is a mess, but it's nothing a small lecture wouldn't fix. Yeah, well, it's hard enough to get mail in this place as is. I'll send them a message or something, I don't know. Anyways, gonna head out? No reason to stay up here any longer. I'm fine to leave, but, are you alright, Maruk? Yeah, just hate paperwork. It was a long day. Ah, okay. Maruk straightens his jacket and steps away. I start to follow until I'm reminded of my banged up leg. You good there, Tucker? I tripped out on patrol. Banged up my shin pretty bad. His eyes turn cold and I suddenly feel like I'm about to get interrogated. Instead of continuing with me, he opts for another source. Alistair, report! Sir! During a routine inspection of storage room C5, Tucker, more commonly known as Tiny... He is not called that! That's not my name! Was left unattended for a short period of time. During said time, it seems as though they did some inspecting of their own, only to be caught off guard by some misplaced boxes. In the ensuing incident, I believe they fell and hurt their leg. I immediately took action applying basic medical training to the wound, ensuring no more harm came to our intrepid guest. Didn't I say I wanted them to come back unharmed? Tucker, is any of that true? Hey! Would I lie to you? So anyway, Tucker, what happened? She got most of it. I was checking out the warehouse or whatever, and I thought I saw some, like... Do you know if there are any, box sorting robots on the ship? Is this relevant? Yeah, I promise. I mean, probably. You don't know? They've never been in any security briefing I've ever read. But I wouldn't be surprised if there were. I've heard of them being used on other stations. And this is supposed to be one of the nicest ones out there. So I wouldn't put it past them. Oh, alright. Well, I think one of them snuck up on me and it surprised me. The robot? Yeah. Robots? Are we being invaded by robots, sir? No. No, we are not. Why are you still here anyways? Your shift ended like 10 minutes ago. You haven't dismissed me! Sergeant Alistair Tew, you are dismissed. Thank you for your help today. Thank you, sir! Of course. She drops her salute but doesn't turn to walk away. You are dismissed, Tew. You can go, you know. Oh, I know, but now I want to be here. Tiyuki. She breaks into a devious grin and Maruk responds with an audibly pained groan. Tucker, we have to go. Now. Things only get worse when she starts smiling. Almost skittish, he starts making his way past her down the hallway, urging me to follow. As I pass, Tew leans over and whispers, "Take care." before straightening up and returning to her position. Not wanting to fall behind, I offer a small wave and head off. Even with my bad leg, I managed to make it to the elevator before Maruk gets on without me. There you are. There you are. I was getting worried. If you were worried, you would have stopped. You're right. Guess I wasn't worried. He shrugs. If I trust you to take care of yourself around those two, I trust you enough to catch up to me. Sounds more like passing the blame if you ask me. Well, I wasn't asking. He replies cheekily. Heh, fuck off. I give him a good whack on the side, which I don't think he expected. But he doesn't retaliate either. I'm not sure my body could survive another mauling today. So, how was work? Pfft, pretty shit. Like I said, I fucking hate paperwork. I got caught up, but man, some of these documents are dense. What did you have to do? Read them and sign off if they're good? Hey, give me a bit more credit than that. I gotta make sure there's no discrepancies. Write a reply up and catalog it all correctly. It's a lot more involved than you might think. And a lot more time consuming. I only got through like 8 reports. A lot of Sokonos crap is coming in, expensive shit. Got a preliminary for that Heron crew arriving too. No names, just prep work. But how are you? You seem a bit, well, more out of it than usual. Which, for you, was saying something. You worried? And here I thought you trusted me. Ha! Ha! But really, you're not just acting tough about being hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. Good. With his hands in his pockets, he slouches a bit, turning away as his ears go down. We walk the final few halls in silence. He solemnly stops in front of his door, taking exaggerated movements as he opens it and steps in. My mind goes back to what Tew told me earlier. Take care of him. Ah, shit. I'm not the one acting tough about being hurt, he is. But why? While Maruk changes in the bathroom, I nurse my leg on the bed, finally taking some of the pressure off. While I do miss the sound of the wind in the night, the silence these rooms afford is really like nothing else. Huh? Without sitting up, I reach blindly for my phone, finally managing to snag one of the corners before lazily bringing it to my face. Hey. Hey, Tiny! Tiny! I didn't expect a text so soon, let alone 3! Yeah? Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine. Just dandy. Did you need something? Oh, I just wanted to make sure you got back alright with Grumpy. How's he doing? How are you doing? I'm alright. He's less so. Yeah, that's what I figured. But I trust you, Tiny. I know you can help him change. But just remember. Is that ASCII art of her breaking my legs? Fuck! What? Oh, god damn it. That's beautiful. How the fuck does she... How the fuck? I'm both intimidated and supremely impressed. I've got to ask how she does that. I hear a creak from the bathroom and put my phone down. Hey, lights out. Yes, sir. I deserve that one. For whatever reason, sleep does not come easily tonight. Maybe it's because I can't quite find a comfy position with my banged up shin. She's Banana Joe's mom, oh no. But I doubt that's it. I think it's some underlying nervousness that just pervades the room. I can feel it, and I think Maruk does too. He's not asleep, at least I don't think he is. For someone who's out and about all the time, I figured he'd drop the second he hits a bed. I guess I should know better by now. His work sounded like hell today. I hope the captain doesn't give him too much shit about it. And what the hell does Q even expect me to do? Why do I have to change? Hasn't enough changed already? Maybe I should... Hey, Tucker, go to bed. I can hear you muttering. Quit keeping me up from getting up early tomorrow. What? For what? Yeah, don't worry about it. You wouldn't like it. Oh, alright. Wait for any kind of explanation, but it's clear he's just not going to elaborate. He's probably got a meeting with the captain or something. Change, huh? I'll figure it out tomorrow. Blue. It's all I can see as I stare into the endless sky and see below me. Where am I? Listless waves gently brush against me as I somehow stand in an endless tide. There's no weight here, just wind whispering into my ears, a sound so faint I can't glean its meaning. There's barely a cloud overhead, barely a reflection but light on the ocean. The horizon blends into itself. Nothing should exist here except the lulling nature of the scene itself. Its beauty almost feels antithetical to reason, and I'm enamored nonetheless. Another intruder to the serenity rolls in. Clouds. I can see it. Rain distorting the calm surface of the water. Rolling in like... Waves begin to crash as the tides turn in anger. My footing becomes fluid and I sink under the light. I can still hear it. The rain is becoming louder and louder. I am not drowning. I am not rising. I can hear it though, even if it has not struck. What comes after the lightning? Thunder. Fuck! Panting, I shoot awake, my eyes taking everything in as fast as I can in the dim room. What just happened? Maruk? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. He turns the faucet off and I hear him fumble with something. My heart finally starts to slow as I come to. Nothing looks out of place. He steps out and cautiously leans over my bed before making eye contact. Damn it! I was really hoping I wasn't gonna wake you. I dropped some shit. Scared me, that's all. You can go back to bed if you can. There's another few marks until you need to be up. Are you sure? You yelled pretty loud in there. Takes a sharp breath and looks like he wants to cut me off, or maybe yell. The snarl plastered on his face surely tells one story. Hoodie just holds his breath for a while before letting it all out in one long sigh. Look, kid, I'm sorry for waking you. I was trying to sneak out, but clearly that didn't work. You really can go back to bed, though. I gotta step out for a bit. He still hasn't told me if he's alright. Although, it's early as shit and he seems on edge, so I'll just assume he isn't and ask later. Where are you going anyways? I don't know if I can just fall back asleep now. Still leaning over me, I watch his chest slowly expand and contract. His eyes dart every which way. His mind must be a mess right now. What's going on? I thought I told you last night. You're not gonna like it. And then you failed to elaborate. Are you going to the morgue or something? What are you on about? Look, if you're coming, then get dressed. We don't got all day. We still have work later, after all. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Gently pushing him aside, I stand up and try to stretch. There's really not a lot of room for the both of us here. He brushes past me to start getting dressed himself. I still don't even know what mark it is. Reaching for my desk, I find that my phone has gone missing overnight. Maruk? Have you seen my monitor? I swear I put it here last night. Oh, right here. Unceremoniously, he holds it up as if it were normal for him to have it. Thanks? Did you want to get a closer look at it or something? What? No. So why do you have it on? So why do you have it then? Huh? Don't you want to get it fixed? Fixed? Maruk, what are you talking about? Didn't you say part of it was broken or some shit? I was gonna bring it to the professor, see what he could manage. I guess that could work. But maybe you could have tried asking to borrow my things before just taking them? Didn't I ask you last night? What? No, not at all! I could have swore. Well, do ya? Do I what? Want to get it fixed? He started idly wagging my phone along with his words. I was feeling bad for him this morning, but I'm starting to get a bit pissed off. Yeah, sure, I guess. Let's see what he can do. Either sensing my frustration or ready to just ready to go himself, he doesn't respond with any more snark. Holding my phone out for me, I have to stop myself from snatching it out of his paws. I sequester it away in my pocket. He might be right, though. Having Tyr take a look at it again probably couldn't hurt. Still, he didn't have to be such a jerk about it. Although, knowing him, he probably didn't even mean it. Finishing getting my new uniform on, I go to put on my jacket. Only for Maruk to stop me. Hey, Tucker, hold off on that. We're headed down a few flights. It's going to be warm enough, trust me. Down? Usually my experience has been the opposite with this station, and physics in general. But seeing as he's not wearing his uniform either, I listen. With my jacket laying on my bed and my phone securely in my pocket, I turn back to Maruk, ready to leave. So, what's so horrible you tried to sneak out this early just so I didn't have to go? Horrible? I never said that. I just said that I don't think you're going to enjoy it very much. Probably a place you've never been to, honestly. I mean, I haven't been to a lot of places here, that's not a surprise. So, are you going to tell me, or... Oh yeah, we're going to the gym. Oh, fuck off! Sufficiently smug, he heads out as I sigh and follow behind him. I've been to a gym before, jackass! Humans just aren't built like carrying, okay? Could have fooled me. Pfft, whatever. Why are we going so early anyways? It's best to work out in the morning. Leaves me ready for the day. Also, no one's there this early. Well, it's usually empty, actually. Most people prefer not to travel to the bottom of the station just to lift weights. The bottom of the station? I thought there were just, like, wires and machinery down there. Alright, it's not the bottom of the station. It's just one of the last accessible floors. Turn here. Hang on. And get comfortable. Heading down a new hallway, he continues. It's one of the last floors most people have access to. Any further down, it's just technical crap. And for some odd reason, there's a gym there, okay? Plenty of good machines, weights, even got a mat for sparring. Can't say many of the other gyms have that. We've kinda co-opted as a second break room for the security team. Oh, cool. The stupor of sleep comes crawling back. Feel a yawn coming on as we trudge forwards. So, do we need to make a detour for this first? I wag my phone about in a similar manner to how we held it earlier. Nah, Professor's got some weird setup right down there. We just gotta meet up with one of his assistants and hand it off. His office is really on the bottom of the floor. Only been there once. Kinda disappointing if I'm being honest. Pretty sure mine is nicer. Is that seriously where he works? It seems like a long way to go just to... Well, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what he does. I ain't either, but I think he wants it that way. Right, only Merwin would really know what's going on down there. And he said he was shaky on the details at best. Captain alluded to some stuff, but I could barely understand half of it. Yeah. It's fine, all I have to worry about today is getting my phone fixed. As we head down the new hallway, we come to an elevator and start descending the bowels of the ship. From what I understand, the medical wing and executive rooms are located about the middle of the station, so we have a pretty long way to go. Fortunately, the elevators descend at a frighteningly pace. Hopping off onto an almost sickeningly identical floor, we continue further, looking for another lift. I'm still amazed you can tell any of these places apart. You could tell me this is the same hallway as before and I'd believe you. This sounds too much of the work. The muscle memory kicks in after a while, too. It's not like they renovate this place. Well, not often. Another lift down and we've almost arrived. Up here. This is where I'm supposed to meet the professor's assistant. He points up ahead, but I don't see anyone waiting for us. Slumping against the wall, I twiddle with my phone, occasionally checking both ways for someone to approach us. Maruk seems unbothered as he just goes about reading something on his monitor. Footsteps. As if rehearsed, Maruk and I both lower our devices and look up to see who's coming. A female Carrion in a gray lab coat. Lieutenant Saris, I believe you have something for Professor Seno. Hey, yup. Tucker. Right. Closing the phone, I reach up and hand it to her. She gently takes it before rolling it over in her paws, quietly scoffing under her breath. Pocketing it, she addresses Maruk. I'll be sure to get it to him. Is that all? Yup. Thanks. Come on, Tucker, we got places to be. Without saying goodbye, he turns and starts walking away, his head slumped between his shoulders. I turn to thank the assistant, but she's left as well. Did I miss something? On the bright side, Maruk hasn't made it very far yet. Were we supposed to talk more? Should I have said something? Huh? What do you mean? That's all we had to do? We didn't even say goodbye! Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that, Kit. People like her are too busy for anything like that. You thought I ran a tight ship? You should see the professor. I don't think you're on a tight... I think he's been kind of lax after his experiment fucked up. Usually he's strict as... Did you say something? No. Anyway, she's busy enough. We don't got all day either. He starts jogging ahead, leaving me in the dust as I trudge behind. On a better day, I'd humor him and try to catch up, but my leg still feels pretty sore and I'd rather not prolong that feeling. The gap between us closes as we tread down the last few corridors in silence and come to an unassuming door. It actually looks surprisingly vandalized, which is the first time I've seen something like that on the station. A crude version of the logo on Maruk's jacket is painted on the wall, along with some illegible stickers and scratches. I'm starting to think they did more than just co-op this place. Maruk swipes his card and a breeze of warm air blows over me as I step inside. Oh shit, that little bean looks adorable. Well, it's certainly a gym, alright. Not that I'm super well versed, but everything here seems pretty tame for being alien. They've got weights, benches, what I assume are treadmills. Seems pretty nice, actually. Maruk walks past me and heads over to a small counter and I wander about. Everything seems pretty worn and used. I know! Scratch marks cover the edges of most of the machines, and there are a few more feral claw marks on the floor mats. I'm realizing I don't actually know why I decided to come here this morning. Is that Rune? No, that's not Rune. I think that's one of Rune's assistants. Even if I couldn't go back to sleep, am I really about to get in a workout? I guess I considered watching Maruk, but that's kinda... at least a little weird. Undeterred, I peek over my shoulder and see that he's still at that counter. You good over there? Huh? Oh, reading the logs. Security has a set of mandatory hours of fitness each week. Technically, we don't need it since the station is gravity, but I still enforce to keep everyone in shape. They're supposed to send me their hours on a spreadsheet. But if they can't do that, most of them at least leave a note here. Makes sense. Anyone slacking off? A few people. Like I said, they don't need it. And I prefer it if my team was prepared for anything, and this helps. Also, this isn't the only gym on the station. And I ain't tracking down every sheet just to check. Although, there is someone who's slacking off real bad. I'm gonna have to speak to them about it. Oh, does that happen often? Not after I address it. It's a new guy, though, so maybe I'll cut them some slack. Maybe. New guy? When did you hire someone... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. If his fucking smirk is anything to go by, he's not. You are technically on my team now, you know. I'm your administrative assistant. You know, taking notes, simple errands, etc. It's different. Yeah? Who decided that? Me? Ha! You say that with a lot of confidence, Kit. Have you even read the station handbook? I have. And, as an assistant to a director, you're still part of my team. One arm on the desk, he leans over and gets right up in my face. His smirk revealing his perfect glistening teeth barely peeking out from his thin canid lips. I'm not getting out of this, am I? Nope. But I'll go easy on you. Really? Yeah. Look, as fun as it is to fuck with you, I don't actually want you to hurt yourself. At least, not more than you already have. Despite looming over me with his crooked smile, I do believe him. I doubt he'd ask anything of me that I couldn't do today. So with much resignation, I sigh and respond. Okay, well, how do I start? Heh, good answer. Here, sign in. Barely managing to reach the pen, I find the first empty row and put my name in. Good. So as much as I teased you earlier, do you have any experience with any of this stuff? Can you even recognize any of it? Yeah, some of it looks familiar. I've used things like those weights before. Oh, good, that's a good place to start. Now, what's a good beginner's weight? Let's try 30 tear. 30 what? We're gonna die. Tear? Shit, is your translation fucked up now? No, I heard you. Usually every word translates to English, but for some reason, some stay stuck in Korean. And that's one of them, I guess. Fucking weird. But, yeah. Tear how we measure weight. What do you use? Oh boy, growing up using pounds is the obvious answer for me. But being the first human contact with carrying, I almost feel I have the obligation to explain it in metric instead. Oh my god, we're using the metric system! I love the metric system! But I have no idea how heavy a kilogram is. Use pounds. That's how I measure weight. This AI shit is fucking crazy. It's already telling me to use tear for weights. Ah, well, it seems like it all may have been for naught anyway. But here, just see if these are too heavy. We, don't really keep the smaller sizes down here. Alright, I get it. Just hand him over. He laughs and hands me the weights. Much to his amusement, I'm almost pulled over by the initial weight. But I managed to steady myself and lift them up. What were these again? 30 tear? They feel like about 20 pounds, maybe a little more. You can't handle 20 pounds, Tucker? It's heavy for me, but manageable. I think I can deal with these. So what next? Alright, here, come over here. Stepping onto the mat, Maruk gets behind me and places his arms on mine. It's all about technique. You'll never get any better at it if you're doing it all wrong. Oh yeah, we're a twink. So here, just let me lift your arms a few times, okay? I nod and he starts lifting my arms up to my chest and then slowly back down. There's no race. Just take your time with it, alright? Okay, I think I got it. Good. Now do 100 of those and then come to me for the next workout. What? What? A 100? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that many. Well, do your best. Oh, hi, yeah, we're doing the update right now. I'm going to do my warm-ups. Sighing, I nod as I start lifting the weights the way he showed me, being careful to take my time and count every lift. We're dead. Oh? Well, hello. Yeah, we also have Rune and Merowyn. Wait. In the meantime, I watch as he heads over to a bar and starts rotating his arms in practice circles. 3. He brings his knee to his chest, holding it there before swapping to the other leg. Maybe it's normal for carrying, but I still find his flexibility surprising. 7. A quick set of jumping jacks later and he's on the ground doing push-ups. Well, it didn't die. I guess that's a universal constant in the world of working out. 14. Rolling over, he does some crunches before stretching out his legs and back. 17. Oh man, these are getting heavy already. Lifting himself up, Maruk starts doing some pull-ups. Compared to so many other carrying I've seen, he's still so skinny. I wonder how he manages it all. 21. He's clearly talented and skilled, but after seeing Noche and the captain, I just can't imagine anyone managing to outpace them. 21. I mean, he doesn't have his position for nothing, and he's clearly very built. Maybe there's more to his technique than I've seen. 20. Shit, I lost count. Putting the weights down, I sit on a nearby bench and watch Steve finish his routine. He seems lost in his own world. The pull-ups are over, and I guess it's time for his own weights. He starts lifting using the same form he showed me. With machine-like accuracy, he perfectly curls the heavy weights up and down. I don't think he's even flinching at all. He's still long before he notices me slacking off, though. Hey, you done already? Yeah, I got like a good amount done. Alright, come here then, we can run for a bit. You can run? I'll walk! What are you... Oh, right. Heading over, I see him working on a pair of treadmills in the corner of the room. He waits for me to step on before turning them on. He starts jogging beside me as I begin my leisurely stroll. So, how often do you manage to get to the gym? Have you been here since I arrived? Nah. Been too busy. Which is a shame, it's a nice place to relax. His treadmill picks up slightly and I feel mine do the same. His focus, however, is still on me. I can't really get away when I'm out there. Too much at stake or whatever. Something's always happening, someone always needs me. But here, it's different. Maybe I'm just being nostalgic. What does that... But it's fine. I don't need to come here all the time. Gotta prioritize with you around now. Heh, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think it's your fault. Not anymore, at least. But if it's too much, why do it? Because it's my job? What do you mean, kid? Well, sure, but does it have to be? The treadmills pick up speed again. His head turns away slightly. You don't really seem to like most of what you do. I mean, that's the impression I've gotten at least. All the paperwork and meetings and stuff. Well, yeah, but I've yet to meet a Karen who does, ha! Listen, I like what I do. It's hard and it's a lot of work. But I'm not doing it for myself, Tucker. Not entirely. It's hard to explain, alright? His treadmill really starts picking up speed and he turns away. People rely on me. People I fucking care about. I wouldn't have anything if I wasn't here doing what I do and... Nah, maybe that ain't it. It speeds up again. I have to do it. I have to wear that jacket to shoulder that burden. Yeah, it sucks sometimes. And yeah, it ain't always glamorous being Socknurse's bitch. But I do it anyways. When I got this position, I knew it was what I had to do. Keeping my crew alive is my purpose. I've since started to stand on the edge of the treadmill, watching him stare ahead as the pace just keeps getting faster and faster. I know it's shit, alright, this whole place is fucked! But I have my people, okay? I'll protect them to my last breath. Just as they would do for me. So that's why I keep this job. Keep this up. Because everyone knows, when I'm here, I'll keep them safe. His feet thunder on the device, tearing foot after foot. So... is that why I'm part of your team now, then? Huh? To keep me safe? Huh? That's the funny thing about treadmills. They keep going even if your brain doesn't. And with one small misstep... Oh my god. Maruk, are you alright? Yeah, just give me a second. He cracks his back and stands up. I really don't give him enough credit. He's built like a fucking tank. A fall like that would have killed me. Sorry, I got a bit distracted. Been a lot on my mind. I was thinking, like, what's the point of all this? Working out? By the void, you're dumb. I mean, you being here. All this shit. Feels like it should mean something, but I don't know. Never mind. But, look, don't worry about my job, okay? I meant when I said I like what I do. Just because some of it sucks doesn't mean it all has to. Anyways, the medical benefits are pretty great. Medical? Do you not normally have health insurance? Oh no, has capitalism truly reached space already? What? What in the void are you talking about? I meant this. He replies by tapping his eye. Oh, that's unsettling. I never thought about being able to do that. Is that not a normal thing to do? Just randomly, just being able to just touch your eyeball? Like, holding your eyelids open and then poking your eyeball? Does no one else do that? I mean, I don't anymore. I've done it when I was much younger. I was much younger. I was like, fucking 8. I was 8 when I poked my eyeball. Oh, that's unsettling. I never thought about being able to do that. But, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Sorry, do what? I didn't do that. I just, like, held open my eyelids and just poked my eyeball. Why? 'Cause I can. Sorry, do what? I actually did get pink eye once. Keep you safe. Oh, right. Look, everyone wants you for something. So it's basically my job at this point. Anyways, you're part of the team. So, yeah. What? You want me on your team? My god, Tucker, you're dumb. That's what you took away from that? Shut up and help me out over here. I think I pulled something. Helping Maruk, he heads over to one of the benches and I take a seat beside him. Keeps putting weights on until he thinks it's enough and gets under the bar. Hey, if anyone asks, I can lift more than this. But I don't think you're exactly the best spotter for me. So I'm taking it easy, alright? Heh, if it comes up, I'll say it was at least 50 tear or more. Good. He responds with a smile as he grabs the bar and begins lifting. As much as I could probably use the exercise, I'm glad he's just letting me relax for now. Watching him has been nice. It's kind of amazing seeing him go. I understand now why he didn't bring his uniform. It really would have just been in the way. I haven't gotten to see him this much like this. He looks good. Although maybe there's something about the sweat dripping down his thin fur that... What? What am I even... Hey, Tucker, we gotta head out soon. Help me clean up, yeah? Whoa, oh, sure. You got it. With a less than convincing salute, I scuttle off looking for anything I could put away. They've really made this place their spot, I can tell. From the surprising amount of vandalism to the water bottles left strewn about. They surely feel at home here. Okay, I'm doing that. Let me grab my phone. I'm doing that. I'm a little scared. I cannot say that on the stream. From the surprising amount of vandalism to the water bottles left strewn about, they surely feel at home here. I can almost imagine Tew coming in and repeating some of the same routines Maruk did just now. As Maruk is still preoccupied, I go to sign us out. Doing the best I can with such a language barrier. I copy what I think is the date and copy out some of the other names on the list. See that Maruk's name certainly comes up the most, as he almost makes up a third of the slots on the sheet, but there are some other names. Flipping back in the pages, I see the same consistency. Maybe 1 or 2 names, but overall see fewer and fewer different people. There's maybe an average of 6 different names per chart. Going further back, however, the number goes down. Maruk's still being one of the only consistent names. 4 similar names 5 sheets back, then 3, then 2. This page just has Maruk's name written in every slot. How long ago was this? Maybe this was before he issued mandatory gym time for his team? It would make sense. He did say he just comes here to unwind. mean, it's pretty annoying to come this far and... There's another name on the chart. Rook slapped the desk, causing me to jump. You ready to go? Yeah, I was just signing us out. Ah, thanks. I'll be sure to record your hours. Private. Alright, none of that. You got it. Tiny. I roll my eyes but can't help but crack a thin smile. Well, let's hop to... Hang on, I will be right back. Fuck you talking about? I'm right back. Well, let's hop to... Ah! Pushing off the counter, he groans and rolls his neck. Are you okay? Yeah. Damn fall I took. I think I pulled something. Gonna have to take it easy for a day or two. Are you sure? We could ask Merwin to take a look at it for you. Doc? Nah, this ain't worth bothering him about. Are you sure? I mean, yeah. What are you worried? What are you worried? Wait, are we worried or are we not worried or worried about him? We're worried about you! You dumb bastard bitch. Of course I'm worried, Maruk. I'm part of the team, right? So, shouldn't I look out for you too? He barely manages to catch himself on the desk as his ears go back and he does his best to look away. I mean... Yeah, you would. But don't. You shouldn't have to. Thanks, Tucker. He seems a bit nervous all of a sudden, but I can't tell why. Is this the kind of thing I was supposed to keep an eye out for? It's not like I could contact Tyr right now anyways. Hopefully Tyr will find out what was wrong with it. Gotta stop a bit for the ad. Want a break from the ads?
Want a break from the ads?
Hopefully Tyr will find out what was wrong with it. Or nothing will get fixed. I guess anything is possible. I just hope I don't have to wait too long. Maruk rolls his shoulders, seemingly all better now. And we head back out into the depths of the station. Day 14. With the routine established, the morning is a blur as Maruk and I simultaneously get ready and head out for patrol. As we wrap up, paperwork obligations come up again. He assures me it won't take him all day, but I doubt it. Fortunately, he informs me that a certain plucky duo will be stopping by to pick me up. So I shouldn't be alone for too long. We say our goodbyes and he heads out for the day, leaving me in an abandoned hallway. I mean, he could have at least told me how long they'd be. Yeah, it's fine, he chose a pretty good pickup spot. Sitting up against the window, I feel its cold touch. My breath leaves residue on its surface. I can hear the hull bend and creak. The support structure's mechanical bones yielding to the pressure. It's surprisingly calming for something that should be terrifying. Fortunately, it's not too long until I hear two sets of footsteps coming down the hall. I can barely turn before one of them shouts out to me. Good morning, Tiny! Hey, it's us! Remember? Hopping up, I dust myself off and walk over to them. Noche pretends not to notice as Two is practically beaming. I cannot believe that Grumpy would leave you in a place like this. I didn't even know these tunnels were open. You know, it would make a great place to go for runs, though. Don't you think, big guy? Mm-hmm. Right? Well, maybe some other time. Well, are you ready? Giving her the most enthusiastic thumbs up I can, she smiles and we head off on our route. Not that I can tell the difference. But apparently Tio has taken us on a new route today. So, Tiny, how's work been treating ya? We missed you yesterday. You didn't trip over any more boxes, did ya? Giving her a thumbs down, she smiles and slaps my back. Ha! There. That's good. Was hoping you wouldn't make a habit of it. You know, when I first got here, all I could do was get lost. Even with all the signs, I'll just wander and wander, looking at all the pretty sights. She gestures to the walls, and I'm not really sure what she means. And what about you, big guy, huh? I can still remember when you were so timid about being here. Ooh, it was the sweetest thing. Noche groans and rolls his eyes. I can't really imagine the mountain standing next to me being timid. But I also don't think Tew is one to lie. Well, don't worry about it, Tiny. You'll figure something out eventually. We all come into ourselves one way or another. Maybe you'll finally introduce yourself. Ha. She slaps my back again, almost flooring me this time. I think even Noche looked worried for a second. Rubbing my shoulder, Tew walks ahead, leaving us in silence for the first time since we've met up. Looking up at Noche, he simply shrugs and follows behind her, leaving me confused and sore. Again, Mark's pass and Tew goes on talking about whatever seems to cross her mind. It's preferable to silence, but sure, but it is very distracting. You've taken a few wrong turns and almost even knocked over some transport carts. I don't know if she's just distracted, but seeing as Noche hasn't said anything, I assume this is how things are run around here. I'm starting to think I should report about her to Maruk, not the other way around. But everywhere we go, she doesn't seem like she genuinely wants to help if she can, almost to a fault. She does seem like she genuinely wants to help if she can, almost to a fault. It's great when she holds a door for someone, less so when she tries to move too many boxes at once. But I don't think being overeager is a crime. If anything, having Noche around to cover for her really seems to help. Alright, Tiny, just a few more laps for the day. After that, we'll make our way back around and drop you off early. Maruk said he'd pick you up. I nod and we finish up our route, not noticing anything out of place. Most carrions still avoid coming too close. But a few at least make eye contact without flinching. Towards the end of the shift, Tew walks ahead of us, still narrating her thoughts for all to hear. That's a dude. I don't think Tew is a pit bull. I'm pretty sure. I think Tew is like a lab. Yeah, I think Tew is a lab. Towards the end of the shift, Tew walks ahead of us, still narrating her thoughts for all to hear. Even Noche seems to be in his own head. Then there was this other time that well, maybe I'll tell you that story some other time. I think we've got to get you back to Grumpy. But, I hope you didn't mind working with us today. You're always welcome. She doesn't turn to look, but I respond with a thumbs up nonetheless. Surprisingly, though, Noche decides to act as an interpreter. But not how I would have wanted him to. He hated it. What? Huh? Tiny? Did I do something? Oh, quit messing with me, big. Oh, quite messing with me, big guy. She bumps into him, almost knocking him off balance. Look at you, telling jokes in front of other people. Someone's getting brave. We are warming up to the void himself. We are warming up to God himself. Noche. Noche is love, Noche is life, Noche is God. If there was even the slightest fledgling of a smile on his muzzle, it's wiped away as he scoffs and rolls his eyes. I do not understand these two. Heading back to the executive floor, we arrive back at the drop-off. Noche only walks us halfway as Tew takes me aside. Well, thanks for coming with us today. I know it ain't easy and all, but be sure to tell Maruk you had a good day today. If you did, that is. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I smile and nod as she waves and jogs back down the corridor to meet up with her partner. It's not long before I'm alone again. It's fine, though. It's got a great view. I don't bother turning as I hear his footsteps coming down the hall. I know they're his. His practiced march is hard to miss, even when he's being lazy about it. Hey. Hey. He leans over to check on me before staring out the window himself. How's the paperwork? Pretty bad. But I'm done now. How long until you get more? Soon, probably. I told you that soak-nose crew is arriving in a bit. Dunno when, but soon enough. Yeah, it's fine, though. I'm done for now, and that's what matters. I'm glad. Thanks. Come on, let's get back. I want to get some rest before getting out tomorrow. Hopping off the windowsill, we head past Doc's lab and towards our room. I didn't even realize the lights had gone out while I was waiting. How was the crew today? Not too much, I hope. They're good. If I ignore Noche staring at me and I zone out too, it's a pretty normal shift. Sorry about them. They can be a bit much. It's fine, they seem nice enough. Two is at least. It's fine, I'm kind of used to it. I mean, he's still less actively aggressive than you are. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, like you're not a little rough around the edges sometimes. I'm gonna give you a pass on that even if I couldn't understand half of it. But I'm watching you. Oh, you're fine, Maruk. I pat him on the back as we reach our stop. Turning the corner to the executive suites, I see a small parcel in front of Maruk's door. It's similar to the uniform box, but way smaller. Is that for you? Huh? I don't think so. Ah, shit, that was fast. Huh? I think it's for you. I bet Tyr had it sent up for you. From Tyr? My heart drops. Did he fix it? Or is he simply returning an empty husk? I don't even want to open it anymore. No, I have to find out. Maybe after I get cleaned up, though. Sure, I can wait another few minutes, right? You good, Tucker? Oh, shit, right. I didn't realize I was just standing in the doorway. Yeah, totally. Why was this here, though? Do people just leave mail for you on the floor? I mean, sure, I guess. Isn't there a better way to do it? Like a mailbox or something? Yeah, but I don't check that all the time. It's kind of a pain to get there anyways, always crowded. What about theft? Tucker, who would be dumb enough to steal from the head of security? Anyways, we're behind that security gate. Only executives can come back here. Or those with clearance like you. I guess he's right. Still, it seems weird to me. So, you gonna open that, or... Don't you need to check something on it? Pictures? I do. I really do. So... I'm scared. I don't know why, but I'm afraid. I feel like I should tell him, but I don't know how. Can't even form the thoughts in my own head, let alone speak them. This, I think I'm gonna get undressed first. Yeah! Patrolling with those two really wore me out. Okay. Stripping off my heavy jacket and pants, I change into a clean shirt and hide away in the bathroom. Turning on the shower, I just wait. It's just a distraction, a waste of time. It's just static. Carried monitors don't even have static. This fucking sucks. Damn it! I've had enough. I'll just open the damn box. Throwing open the bathroom door, I quickly stomp past an undressing Maruk and reach out, only to find my hand an inch away. All my bravado, gone. A plain white box with nothing but a cell phone inside. Can't even bring myself to check. Maybe I should just... Maruk sits a foot away from me on the bed. I hadn't noticed him walking over. He seems uncertain himself as he messes with his paws. His words, however, hold no such trepidation. Come on, it'll be easier once it's over. Time ticks away as I feel my head ache and my vision blur, but he's right. Centering myself, I shakily nod to him and grab the box. My hand slowly closes. Cardboard. Of course it's cardboard. I've got it now, it's in my hands. I can do this. Taking a deep breath, I sit down on the bed, preparing myself. Maruk creeps closer, sitting beside me now. Opening it feels like I'm setting a bear trap. Just 1 second to claim my fingers. Another my sanity. Inside the box, of course, is my phone. A black screen stares back at me. A note has been included. Looks illegible, and I have to wonder if that's my own ignorance or Tyr's handwriting. Either way, I hand the note to Maruk and carefully pick up my cracked phone. See, the monitor is still attached. At least I know that will work. Dear Tucker, I hope you can get someone to read this letter for you, as I could not bring myself to try and write it in English. I took a secondary look at your monitor and made an attempt at fixing the proprietary software within. At least some strides were made, as the device does now turn on how you described. However, perhaps due to my own misunderstanding of the technology or prior tribulations, I was unable to find a way to restore most of its functionality, and I am unsure of how stable it is. Thank you for the opportunity to once again research human technology, and I hope that you can find what you're looking for. Sincerely, Tier Seno. This is the last thing I own. And the best you can give me is, it might work. Should I try and turn it on? Go for it. Okay. It's familiar, the clicking of the power button. My heart drops as I hold it down, still a blank screen. And then, light. My lock screen! It's just the default colors, but it works! Oh my god! It's working! Damn, guess the professor wasn't kidding. Is there more, or... Yeah, hold on, let me... Opening the lock screen takes a while. It freezes for a moment, and just when it looks like it won't load, it does. I'm greeted by my house at the end of the road. Our old house, I guess. It's still there, I think, just without us. And yet, I still tear up looking at it. Might not be there, my family might not even be there. But it was my home. My hotbars jump to life, searching for a signal of some kind. Some way to contact home. Good luck with that. No new messages either, but I guess that makes sense. What in the void is that? My house? Do carrion houses not look like this? I hold the phone up to his muzzle, letting him get a closer look. He seems genuinely interested. Not where I'm from, at least. It's nice. Well, not enough, I guess. We moved away. My family doesn't live there anymore. Right. Do you want some time to go through this? I could go over there and get out of your way. I'm not sure. It feels fragile. I don't even know what to do. Here. Do you want to see more photos? He takes a moment to think before leaning in closer to get a better look. He's almost on top of me. I can feel his breath on the side of my face. I really should have organized these better. Meme. Bad selfie. Unfunny meme. Do I even have anything worthwhile on here? Hold on, what was that? Maruk makes me go back as I scroll past photos of my old town. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Huh, so that's what human cities look like. Similar enough. Well, I don't think these are the best examples. But yeah, I can't imagine it'd be too different. I scroll on trying to find something worthwhile, anything of note. I think you can tell I'm getting annoyed as well. Hey, speaking of, do you have any photos from that college you were at before coming here? Maybe there's something you missed about how you got here. Oh, maybe he's right. I'm not sure how showing him the exterior of my community college will help get me home, but it couldn't hurt. Oh, yeah, sure. I think I sent some photos out when I was touring. Let me check. Swiping away the Photos app, I dodge over a dozen trash apps and tap on my messages. They don't load at first, but slowly they roll in. Bzz, bzz. Oh, I got a text. What? My phone continues to buzz as the deluge of texts come in, too fast to read. Different names and applications all flooding in at once. That's supposed to happen? No! Not at all! I don't think I've gotten this many texts in my life! Still no service. Where are they all coming from? I can't tell whether my hand is shaking or if it's the phone. But we just watch as they keep coming in. Finally, when the last one dings, there's silence. 99 plus texts, calls, emails. How is this possible? What do I even do? Maruk leans in ever closer, almost pinning me in place. How am I getting messaged all the way out here? You're asking me? I barely know how my own monitor works. I could try and call the professor, though. Maybe he did something. He's smart, but I don't think he's that smart. He didn't even say anything about this in the letter. Well, maybe it's an error or something like that. I've had this kind of stuff happen to me before. Maybe. Opening up the messaging app, I'm bombarded with numbers and names I haven't seen in years. My grandmother, my neighbor from 2 moves ago, and even my twice-removed aunt. Why do I have texts from these people? And then it hits me as soon as I read the first message. We miss you. Please come home. I hope you're safe, wherever you are. Oh no. I'm already getting lightheaded. How is this possible? What are these? Please call me. You're always welcome back. Don't be a stranger. We're worried. I think I'm going to throw up. Scrolling feels sluggish and laggy as if my phone were fighting against me. Right at the top I see a text from Mom. The last message is just an audio file. Scrolling down, however. We'll always love you. We miss you. Please, if you're out there, just come home. Please call back. Frantic now, I scroll as far back as I can, panting under my breath. Find the last message I sent and the first I haven't seen. How was your first day at school? This was supposed to help. I can't contain myself. Flopping over, I start violently sobbing. Why did it have to be me? Burying myself in the pillow, I try to become nothing. To wipe away this fucking joke of an existence. Screaming and tearing into the pillow does nothing, though. It never would have. A paw presses down on my back, and I glare back at whoever dared to touch me. He looks worried, but more than that, there's something behind his eye. Some strange sense of understanding. His brow furrows as he tries to speak, but the words do not come. Rubbing my eyes, I manage to slow the tears. Rook fidgets with his paws, still unsure of what to say. I mean, what could he? He's since turned away, doing his best to give me room, perhaps. I can barely see his face. I can, however, hear him taking sharp breaths. They're cutting and irregular. Is he upset? I don't even know what to do. From the day I left, they keep going. Missing for a day, a week, 2 months. I think it's been about 2.5 weeks since I got here. Accounting for the time difference. Wait. They keep going? I sit up and scroll faster now. A month? 2 months? Half a year? How is this possible? None of this is adding up. Hey, Tucker, maybe we should call it for the night. I'm sorry. I can't. Something is wrong. Very wrong. He rubs his eyes, sniffling slightly before turning to me. These messages! They were sent way after I showed up here. I've only been here for like, what, 2 weeks? Just about. Why? Well, then why are the timestamps of these texts from the future? What are you saying? I'm saying that something's fucked up. How could I have got these messages? Was I still on Earth then? Was this somehow in satellite range? How? How long have I really been gone? My hands are jittery now. I can barely stop myself from dropping my phone. This is too much. I need to tell someone about this soon. But who? Tyr, the captain? That makes no sense. Are you sure you're reading it right? Maybe Tyr just fucked something up while fixing it. I know it's right! I snap back. He recoils his paw, moving back slightly as I lash out. I close the messages and open the mail app instead, only dimly aware of the static building at the edges of the screen. The power bar is red. The brightness is dimming. It's dying. I quickly check the dates on the first few emails that made it through. Uncaring if they're pleased to come home or just ads. 3 months from when school started. I shouldn't have this message. It's impossible! I check again and again as I scroll down. The screen lags and barely manages to stay together. The same numbers keep scrolling by. All from days I have yet to live. Kit, please calm down. I was just trying to help. Are you sure keeping this up is a good idea? What else can I check? What else can there be? It's the same with my missed calls, my calendar, everything. I don't have internet, but I imagine if I pulled up social media, it'd be the same. In the blink of an eye, one of my apps disappears. What? I see it now. The static. The screen is glitching and barely clinging to life. Another one. Gone. I tap furiously. I don't even care which app at this point, but it doesn't work. Maruk? Something's happening. Fucking void, that doesn't look good. Do you know how to fix it? Me? I've never seen anything like this before. Fuck, okay. Here, let me try something. Nervously, he goes to try and open an app. Only for it to disappear, the static warping it out of existence. What are you doing? You're breaking it! I don't know. I thought maybe it would help. You're making things worse. You're fucking everything up. I don't have much time left. I need to find something, anything. Pictures of my home? Maybe gone already. And who knows how far back I'd have to scroll to find a happy one. Phone calls? Voicemail maybe, so I can hear them for the last time. No! The text! There was an audio file! Quickly opening my messages, I frantically scroll to the top. The static now encompassing most of the screen, I can barely hit play on the message, and... oh. Of course! Mom used to play on the piano. Mom used to play this on the piano. I loved when it echoed through the house. I can't contain myself as I hunch over, falling. Holding the phone to my ear, I can hear it getting fainter and fainter. It's getting further away. All over again. A second death. No! Please! This is all I have! A short blip. A harsh cut. And then static. Please. Static. Static! Static! I get up with blurry eyes, phone furiously gripped in hand. Work, you piece of shit! Whoa, what the fuck, Kit? No, no, no! Tucker, stop that! Again! 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 Don't! Again! Again. You piece of shit! Worth this fucking... I said fucking cut it out! With an empty paw, Marut grabs my wrist, pinning me to the wall. Let me go, damn it! You need to calm the fuck down! Fuck you! Pathetically, I try to free myself in a series of worthless spasms and shoves. Nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing works. His grip loosens and I fall to the floor. The screen is shattered. I'm not much better. There's no repairing this. Ah! My face is on fire. My head and ears are ringing. Everything's blurry. Eyes red, I stare up at Maruk, and he looks devastated. I can't do that. I can't do anything right. Fucking nothing! Getting up, I hobble past him and throw myself back into bed. I don't deserve his help. I don't deserve him here. I feel him standing there, watching me. He slams the wall behind me, causing the whole room to shake. I think I can hear him crying. I don't dare look. Just fucking go to bed! It never ends. Just keep going. The lights go out, and so do I. Day, who cares? I don't get out of bed.
I'm gonna leave for a while. If keep watching this, I'm just gonna fucking lose it.
Hang on, I want to see if I can fix this real quick. Because I don't like looking at that. Fuck. Yeah, he lost everything. Hang on. Hold up. Let me check something. Okay, so that's I don't get out of bed. If we load it. Yeah, they're different. Well, we still have 2 more routes to go through. So let's just mentally prepare for that. And stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.